So if you're a law firm, something that would be very, very helpful for you as you're trying to grow your law firm is for you to think about doing a CFO assessment of your business. You might not have the money or be interested in hiring a CFO that you're going to pay, several $1,000s every single month. But one of the things that you could do at least quarterly or twice a year to have a CFO assessment. And some of the things that you may want to look at in that CFO assessment is you want to look at, of course, your financial statements. You want to run your financial statements, your P&L, your balance sheet, your cash flow statement. And you want to also look at other things like your case value analysis, where you're looking at your average case value, or you're looking at the average time that it takes you to complete certain types of cases. Also, you want to look at productivity analysis, like who on your staff is being more productive, where is the revenue coming from, what types of cases are generating that type of revenue. You also want to look at an employee ROI calculation to make sure that you've incentivized your team properly and the compensation is aligned. And you also want to look at your cash flow assessment. That's where you're going to look at your cash flow factors like AP, AR. You want to look at your receivables process. You want to look at your pricing, and you want to ask yourself, are we pricing things properly? Especially if you are using flat fee pricing, you need to be doing a pricing assessment and a gross margin analysis. Now, as I said, you can pay a CFO, and the CFO can do these things on a monthly, a regular basis. But let's say if you're not ready to make that decision, and to be completely honest with you, some of these things aren't going to change on a monthly basis, but you could assess these things at least on a quarterly basis, so you can understand what's happening in your business as you're looking at these factors. And as you're looking at these factors in your business, one of the things that you should definitely be asking yourself is, all right, now that we know this, what new decisions do we need to make? What changes can we make, or what changes should we consider making based on what we have learned in this analysis? Now, as I said, you can hire a CFO to do this, or you can hire a company that can come in and just do this type of assessment on a quarterly basis, which several companies law firms hire us to come in and do this on kind of like a quarterly basis, where we review these findings and we give them like, hey, here are some actions that you can take to address some of the things that we found, or like, hey, here are some opportunities that you didn't know about. Like, for example, one firm that we did this with, where we realized like they were having cash flow problems, where they were constantly just like, man, it feels like all the cash coming in is going right out. Well, when we did this analysis, when we got to the case value analysis, we realized that 85% of the staff's time was being spent on the lowest value flat fee cases. And when we identified that, we said, hey, what we really need to do is we need to make a change in your marketing approach, because now you're marketing all of these low value type cases, trying to get these in the door to get volume, but I'm like, it's actually hurting your cash flow. And when they started changing that, what they realized is that there were other types of cases that they should be advertising, which were way more profitable for the law firm. But we didn't find that out unless we were able to do the case value analysis. But when we did it, it was like a night and day difference that really changed it. So doing these types of CFO analysis for your law firm can make a huge difference and allow you to see more profit and more growth with less effort. Or you may realize that, hey, you can actually grow and be more profitable and not even have to change your staff. You just need to be more effective with how you're using your staff and the current resources you have. And the CFO analysis can definitely help you figure that out.